Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel, where today we're talking a little Scream 6. Oh, yeah. Ready to get into this. Try not to swear in the first 2 minutes. Let me tell you, that is a difficult task to try and handle. At least for me, at least for old Jake here. Jen Warner is here. Welcome, Jen. Thanks for being a Killjoy cult member. Saying, welcome to Killjoy Jake's Scream 6 live theory discussion. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and do it. It's just a button. It's not gonna hurt you. Go ahead and press that little thing. Why not? I don't know. Why not do that? It's a fun time. Russell's here saying, what's up, everyone? I smashed that like button before I came in this awesome stream in chat. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Russell. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. Movie fans here too. What's up? What's up, my friend? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Sarah Campbell's here too, another Killjoy cult member. Hello. Welcome. Sarah just sent me something which I thought was pretty cool. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate that. The Technoblade 2.0 is here. Hi. Howdy, hey. What's up? I feel like I shouldn't say that. I feel like I shouldn't say your name, my friend. I feel like YouTube might think I'm saying something else. So I'm no offense. no offense, but I'm not gonna say that. YouTube might be like, I don't know. I think you're trying to pull a fast one on us, Mr. Jake. I don't know what's going on there. Radley's Vlogs is here. Howdy, hey. What's up? I like your profile picture. I'm digging the Jason. I like it. Ashley S is here. Howdy, hey. What's up, Ashley? Welcome to the stream. We're talking a little Scream today. It's Scream Monday, everybody. Every Monday is going to be a Scream day on this page. So I'm sure that is music to some of y'all's ears. What's up, Lisa's Complete Randomness? Who doesn't like randomness? I love it. Little Buffalo Bills in the profile picture. Heck yeah. Good stuff. David Santa Carla's here saying, what's good, King? What's up, man? What's up, you and your laser eyes? From the Lost Boys. What's up? Hey, Kill is here. The Jakester. What's up, Hank? How's it going, man? Well, here's a little, I always play the clip for you, Hank, but I'm going to play it again. I don't care.
The second I see some ass, I'm kicking it. For your next trick, why don't I kick your ass? Because I want to know whose ass to kick.
There you go. Little Hank Hill action for Mr. Hank Hill himself, who's also a channel member. Thank you so much, Hank. Appreciate it. What's up, Horror Den? Welcome to the stream. What's up? AJ's here. What's up, AJ? How's it going? Scream. I'm just kidding. It's Scream with the 6 in it. I like it. Eric Covington saying the best horror platform, Killjoy J. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much, Eric. Thank you. Locked saying on our way to 15K. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Locked. Welcome. Malachi's saying, where's J4KE? So my robot double is, he's locked away in the closet. I'll bring him out another time when Megan 2 comes out. I'll let him review that one. Yurdy G is here too, saying I'm on time. Let's go, Yurdy. Welcome to the stream, man. Let's discuss how Stu is truly dead, but his sister has been waiting for her Jill-esque moment. Ooh. Let's see Stu's sister come out of the woodwork to start killing people now. Let's see it happen, Yurdy. I love it, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome. AJ Wood Games is saying, anyone else very disappointed with Megan? Are you very disappointed with it? I thought it was pretty fun. I had a good time with it. Melissa's here too. What's up? What's up, John? How's it going? I don't know why my voice got really high. Oh my God. I sound like I'm Charlie Day. What's up? What's up, everybody? Corbin's here too. I just like saying hi to people. I'm sorry if you're like, why is this guy still saying hi to people? Talk about Scream. I like saying hi to people. God, you gotta be polite. When people come into your house, walk on your doormat, gotta say hello to them. What's up, Corbin? How's it going? What's up, my favorite horror hound, Killjoy Jake? I believe you know it's me, Corbin Shark Boy. This is the Shark Man himself. What's going on, dog? All right, let's play that chill Killjoy Jake music and let's get into it. Hello, big collective hello to all 62 of you. Welcome. We're gonna talk a little Scream today, pitch art some crazy theories, and we're gonna talk about a bunch of fun stuff. I got a little theory video coming tomorrow, which I'll give you a little taste of now. Trust me, we'll talk more about it in tomorrow's video, but I'm excited just to get into that a bit. So let's talk some theories. Let's talk, what are we thinking right now? When is the trailer coming out, first of all? You know what, actually, okay. We got something to talk about real quick first, actually. So lots of lots of spoilers going around with the movie. This is nothing new for us Scream fans. If you remember during the Scream 5 marketing, there was a lot of that going around in comments, people finding things from the internet and other places I don't like to venture towards because there's spoilers there. So to keep this page free of that, I just ask y'all to just don't, if you heard something that you don't know 100%, you know, you're like, I don't know, just don't put it in the chat. Let's just avoid that. Let's not try to do any spoilers for Scream 6. I'm not trying to spoil the movie. I just like talking about it. I like talking about the movie. I'm really excited for it. So please no spoilers. I'm seeing it. We actually almost had something in my other live stream I was just doing. So all I ask is just no spoilers for and for Megan too. Megan just came out. But no spoilers for Scream 6. Stuff is gonna leak. It's inevitable, unfortunately. So please don't bring that here though. Let's keep this little section of the internet spoiler free so that we can all just go enjoy the movie when it comes out. But let's talk theories though. I just wanted to preface it with that. Let's get into the fun stuff now though. Some fun stuff. Gabriel saying, I want to know who you want to survive in Scream 6, who you think will survive who you think will survive and who should survive Scream 6. Sorry if this is confusing. No, I get what you're saying, Gabriel. I get you. I want to know who you want. Okay, so wants. Let's start with the wants first. Who I want to survive. You know, honestly, I kind of want all of the core 4 to survive. I think internally I want them to survive. I like all of these characters, and I think they all have potential to not only survive through this movie and like kind of develop their characters a little more, but also into a third feature film at some point. I don't think that's gonna happen. I genuinely, I think that at least one of the core 4 is going in this movie. But I would love for them to survive, and if number 1 on my list, I want Gale to survive. I think, in my opinion, she is one of the most interesting characters in this entire franchise. I don't want Gale to go. I really like Gale. Don't want her to die. Do I think she'll die, though? I really don't think Gale will die. I don't see a point in killing her here. I don't even think it would be, like, shock value anymore. I don't even think you can make that argument because you killed Dewey in the last movie. I don't think it's a shock anymore at this point. I don't think it's a shock to kill him, to kill Gale, or kill a legacy character in general, because we did that in the last movie now. That's old news at this point. So let's keep it fresh. Let's not just do that for shock value. Because I don't know, I just think that would suck. You're gonna throw away this awesome character who's been alive through all 6 of these movies just for that. I don't know. I really don't want. I don't want her to die. One of the core 4 I think is dying, even though I think all of them have potential as characters. Once again, I want to see what they're up to in this movie. Like, you know, if their storyline is still, maybe still in a strong space or not. We'll see. Who should survive Scream 6? Once again, just Gale Weathers is at the top of my list. With that one, I really think she should survive. I see so much potential moving forward with her character, with her career, with things happening with Dewey in the background. Like, how is she feeling after the death of Dewey? I want to see that kind of expressed throughout this whole film, and I don't want her to die in the middle of that. I'm really curious to see how she handles all of that. I really don't want her to die. I would much rather have someone from the core 4 die personally over Gale. So let's. I want to see her live. Something I was thinking about, though, is we had so many people, especially new characters, all survive. We had 4 of the main characters last time survive, and, you know, we weren't talking about, like, Chad or Mindy as, like, main characters when we were talking about Scream 5 before we saw it. Now we are. Now we're talking about them like they're main characters because they survived. Are we going to be talking that way about some of our characters in Scream 6, potentially? Like, do we think, like, let's say Josh Segarra is just this red herring the whole time. Maybe he lives through this movie and then becomes the main character in the next one. I'm okay with that, personally. I'm okay with one of these characters surviving as long as we don't have, like, 6 survivors again, because, look, at the end of the day, this is a horror movie. I want to see a lot of people die. I want to see some people, I want to see, like, 2 kills and everyone else lives. That's no fun. Let's have some people die. Let's not keep everybody alive, but we'll see. I want to see another Insidious with Lynn Shay. Yeah, well, we don't know if she's going to be in 5 or not. Some theories about it, but we don't know. I do believe we are getting a trailer at some point soon, probably in the next couple of months, I'd imagine. The movie comes out in July, so maybe like May or April, like, look for that. I said couple of months, and I probably should have said 4 or 5 months, but we'll probably get a trailer soon, and we'll probably get some news, like, starting to ramp up to the trailer, I'd imagine. So some Insidious 5 coverage on this page is coming. It's coming, and oh boy, am I excited. Really, that's one of the, in my top 10 most anticipated of the year. I've been waiting for this specific Insidious movie ever since I saw 2. So I am unbelievably excited. That one came out in like 2013, right? If I remember correctly, or 2012. Man, I can't even remember when the second one came out. I remember it was a couple years after the first one, but I am highly anticipating Insidious 5. Very excited for it. I cannot wait. So things are, oh God, it's an exciting time to be a horror fan. Let me tell you. Ashley's talking about the Ghostface cult. Ooh, Ghostface cult. This would be the movie to do it. You know, I've been saying this a lot. If they're gonna do this idea, do it in a big city. You're not like, are you gonna have a whole cult centered around a small town? I mean, maybe. I don't think that would be Woodsboro personally, so it would be tough to get our main characters into another small town. But I also think it would be pretty easy to do a Ghostface cult in like a New York City. Like, yeah, that could totally work, in my opinion. I would be interested in that. So I don't know. Personally, I think the Ghostface cult is something they could do. It's not necessarily, it's something you have to get right or it would suck though. Like I'm totally, and I've seen a lot of people say they don't like it because they might make it like some kind of religious thing or something. That would be totally out of left field. That wouldn't work in my opinion. When I say cult, I say like a dude who's just leading a bunch of people and not in a religious sense, more in of a like we have to change Hollywood, so we have to band together to do all this or something like that. Some kind of motive that's related to movies. That's what we got to do. It can't be something like, oh, it's this big religious cult and for some reason they're wearing Ghostface robes. Like, no. I would love to see that eventually. I'm actually totally down for it personally, but not in that sense. It's got to be done a certain way, or like not in like the Ari Aster Hereditary sense. It's got to be done a certain way. Or I don't think it'll work. So it's one of those things where if it does happen, cool, but yeah, I'm worried. I would be wary going into that. That's the word. I would be wary, but I'm down. I'm down for it. I like it. I like the idea. Movie fan 123 saying I'm hoping for a high body count. I think it will. I think we'll have a high body count for sure. I want the film to live up with the report. Yeah, live up to the report saying it'll be the most violent Scream film. I'm saying fan film after saying that for an entire year. And non-knife kills. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you here. We've seen Ghostface kill like 30, 40 people with a knife at this point. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for something that feels a little different. A little like, oh, I haven't seen that before in a Scream movie. Okay. I like that. That's cool. I agree with you there. And we also have so many opportunities to kill people with an environment thing, like a street lamp or something. Like, could you imagine someone getting pushed out of a building and then like impaled on a street lamp in this movie? How wild that would be. For like a Scream film, you're just like, what? Oh God. I think when you're making a continuation to any franchise, there's certain expectations going into a sequel that you would have based off of the first movie. With the sixth entry in a franchise like what we're dealing with here, you have certain expectations for Scream. Scream has never crossed a certain line, so now with this sequel to cross that line and make it even gorier, even crazier than what we've gotten in the past would really be shocking. And I'm not even saying we have to go towards like Terrifier 2 levels of gore. We don't need an alley scene like how we got in that movie. Not saying that, but just to up the ante a little bit, I think would absolutely elevate this new film and would be something that stands out one way or the other. If you hate that idea, you can't argue that it would make it stand out. Like you have to, I think it's tough to not be able to recognize that some people would love that. Some people would lose their minds to see Ghostface kill someone in just an obligatory, not obligatory, that's the wrong word, in a way that's just so unbelievably gruesome, more than what we've gotten in the past. So it's one of those things, I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm like, I would love to see that happen eventually. And hopefully it's this movie. I think this is the movie to do it too. Now that we got new people on board, Radio Silence has gotten their foot in the door. They've taken their shoes off. They're sitting on the couch. We're familiar with these people, Okay, let's let them put their feet up a little bit is what I say. Let's let them relax a little bit, do their own thing. I really want that from the film. I think that's going to result in ultimately just the best product, whatever it is. And I'm just excited for it. Devontae is screaming this into the chat. I believe there will be a shocking cliffhanger. Yes, I hope so. I really hope so, Devontae. I would love to see an awesome cliffhanger in these movies. The closest thing we've gotten to that is Scream 4, and even that's not really a cliffhanger. It's one of those. I would love something like that, especially with the whole, like every requel or franchise continuation we've gotten in like the past like 5-10 years or whatever. That's basically been the case. There's been a trilogy. It's been like 3 movies essentially for the most part. If we're talking about Halloween, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, whatever, like it's been 3 movies. So now would be the perfect time to do that cliffhanger ending. Do it here. Have this be your Empire Strikes Back where the bad guys kind of win. And then have it all lead into 7 where it's like, oh, okay, good guys coming back. Let's go. I'm down for it. Cliffhangers make me so impatient to know what happens next. Exactly. There you go. That's why they're great. Oh, and oh my God, did Sarah gifted 5 memberships? See, this is why, first of all, thank you, Sarah. This is why I need to keep the stream up on my phone because StreamYard doesn't show me these fun little things, which is really unfortunate. Thank you, Sarah, if you if you did that. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Let's scroll back and see this bad boy. If I stop getting ads, there we go. Nice. Sarah Campbell gifting 5 Killjoy Jake memberships. Thank you so much, Sarah. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Sarah's just the MVP of these streams, by the way. Big round of applause to you, Sarah. Thank you. You're the best. we appreciate you. Sarah's. I was just saying that Sarah sent me something in the mail, and it's coming in a couple weeks, and I just really appreciate that. Sarah's the best. Sarah's so nice. I wish I could just get gifts for all of y'all, or I would be broke in that case. But I wish I could. I wish I could do something for y'all. So my buddy Kyle is not here. I haven't seen him in the chat yet. I was waiting to say something, but now we're 17 minutes in. Screw it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That sounded scary. Sent me this in the mail, which is like the cutest little Ghostface guy. Look at him. Look at this guy. It's so cute. I love it. Thank you so much, by the way. Like I don't know. I feel so grateful lately. Y'all are the best. Y'all are so nice to me. I just feel, I don't even know. It's just, I feel all warm and cozy, and it's not just because I'm wearing a hoodie. So all the love to you guys. Bobby Joe, I love you too. All the love to you guys. You guys are the best. Oh, Scream 666 is here. What's up? Saying Sam will be the only survivor. Ooh. Oh. Now that would be brutal. I love horror movies when there's only like one person left and they're just left alone for a little bit. Like that is terrifying to me. Scream 666, I have your shirt and I try to wear it all the time on streams, and unfortunately I'm not wearing it today, which is a shame. But I really do appreciate that, my dude. I honestly love the idea of having one person left alive. Like that is always terrifying. Like I think back to, in my opinion, the best movie that does this is the original Evil Dead, where it's like Ash is left alone pretty quickly. Like it's just him very quickly in that scenario, and that's the rest of the movie, him fighting all the Deadites by himself. That is terrifying. Like, oh my God, could you imagine like Ghostface kills all your buddies while you're watching a horror movie or something, and you're just left alone in this house, trapped with a killer somewhere? Like, I don't know. That's just terrifying to me. I love that idea personally, if they were to go down that route. And if let's say they do that. Let's say they kill like everybody, even Tara, and Sam is the last one alive. Like, what does that do to her as a character? She just rebuilt this relationship with her sister, and now that's gone. That's ripped away from her. Does she spend the rest of her life just like dedicated towards stopping all these ghost faces, or like what happens next? I'm so intrigued by that. It's to the point where I'm almost like, I kind of want that to happen. I love Jenna Ortega. I love Jasmine Savoy Brown. I love Mason Gooding. I love all those people so much. I kind of don't want them to die. Because I'd love to see them in another movie, but at the same time, might be a really good story though too. So it's one of those tough things. It's tough to say. Damn, if that happened, right? Like it would just be like you'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh man, I mean, I would be emotional watching that movie. I'm gonna be honest, I would be emotional. And, you know, I know I've been saying for a while, it's like, I wish they did more character development for these people in the last film, but I think if we spend an entire movie with them again now, you'll have that emotional connection to a lot of these characters where maybe we felt like we didn't have that in 5. The more I go back to 5, the more I like it, honestly. The big thing I like about it every single time I rewatch it is the characters, especially. The characters have grown on me a lot. There are some other, there's some things about it that are a little rough. Yeah, I'll give you that. But I love it, man. I had a really fun time with Scream 5. I'm still watching it today. And we talk about it all the time. So, and yeah, Denisha brings up a good point. That would mean Gale would die too. And oh my God, I mean, that would actually be devastating. That would be devastating if Gale died too. And I was just saying, don't kill Gale. Don't do that. We don't have to do that. I don't want Gale to die. I really don't. I don't want any of these. If we can all just have a party with these characters, that would be great. But at the same time, I think it would make for just a wild story. Just one of those like, oh my God, I can't believe they made this decision. It's crazy. Jojo is saying if Sam was left solo, that would shock us all. It would. I think it would. I think it would be a great big shock. And I love that my mouse just keeps taking a poop on me. I am the first thing I'm doing when I have some money is buying a wired mouse. Do not buy a wireless mouse. If y'all want some advice on what should I buy for tech, Jake? Like, what's your setup all like? Don't buy a mouse that's wireless. Don't do it. Simply don't do it. Don't do it. They die on you midstream. This is the only time I have a problem. Like I've been editing all day long, nothing until we get to the stream. That is so funny. Like, I'm sorry, that's just hilarious. Don't do it. Buy a corded mouse. Just do it. Just deal with the cord. It's annoying. Just deal with it. Funny stuff. We have Talia here saying Scream 4 is my fave, possibly because it was the only one I saw when it first came out and has Emma Roberts. Emma Roberts is fantastic. Love it. I love Scream 4. It's definitely my favorite sequel. I will say that for sure. It's gonna be tough to top that one. Scream 4 does have like its shortcomings for sure, but I still love it. I think it has one of the best killer reveals in the whole franchise. And Jill is just lemon-scented evil, just one of the most awful human beings I've ever seen in a movie. I love that about her so much. She is so messed up. God, one of the most messed up killers. Oh, man. Omni is here too. What's up? Wanted to stay on the last stream. Couldn't. Hope you guys keep it up. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hope you're chilling. Thanks for being a Killjoy cult member too. I appreciate that. Old Jake appreciates that here. Vanessa, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ooh, very unique name. I like it. Scream 4 second fave to the first one, but Kirby made that one truly. Yes. Oh, awesome. She's a great character. I'm really excited to see her come back in this new one. I mean, we got all these rumors about how Kirby's going to be an FBI agent now. What does that do to the character? I'm really excited to see that. I don't know. I guess I am a little worried going into this because anytime you change a character drastically, I'm always going to be a little wary. But I'm just excited to see Hayden Panettiere back. She's a phenomenal actress. Everything I've seen her in, she kicks ass. I'm really excited to see her bring back Kirby. So I don't know. I'm so pumped for this movie. Like, as a big Scream 4 fan, especially, it seems like they're doing a lot of connections to that movie with this one. I don't know. It's just it's very exciting stuff. It's a good time to be a Scream and especially a Scream 4 fan. I'll tell you what. or if you're a Scream 4 and 5 fan, especially, you'll I think it's a good time to be alive. Ringmaster is saying I think Mindy dies being. I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. But Mindy dies at some point in the movie. I listen, I'm not ruling it out. That teaser trailer made it seem like Mindy might die, so I don't know. I don't want any of the core 4 to die. I don't, but once again, if it's something that serves the story, it's like I don't know. It's a tough spot for me. Darth is saying I can't do wires. I hate them. I do too, Darth, and that's like why I got this. That's why I got this mouse. It's like, oh, it's it's a little cheaper. It's no wires. I'll do that, but man, replacing the battery and how random it is, like when it decides to die, it's like I'm switching at this point. And this is the one I'm looking at, Jojo. This is the mouse, the Logitech MX Master 3 or whatever. I remember my brother was telling me about this. He's like, oh, dude, get that. It's like the best wired mouse. So thank you, Jojo. I love the recommendation. Now, I got 2 people saying it. When 2 people recommend something to you, if multiple people recommend something to you, it's probably good. Go for it. Little word of advice. So I'm going for it. I'm putting my money down. Love it. 5-star tribute to saying, hey, Jake, I was the guy who gave your short film a shout out on my TikTok. Nice. Thank you. Keep up the good work. I need a sequel. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I can't even tell you how cool it was to see like just someone talking about the movie somewhere else. I don't know. That was just really cool. So thank you so much. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Maybe with the sequel. I don't know. The first one was so tough to make. I don't know. It's one of those maybe it'll happen in the future kind of things. We might do like a little short or something, like a little a Ghostface short, but I don't know if we'll do a continuation of Red Right Hand. But maybe, I don't know. Never say never. Never say never. Justin Bieber said that once. Return to the Living Flet is here. What's up? Saying, hey, Jake and everyone, hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing well too. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Scream stream on Scream Monday. Monday. Hyundai. Oh. Sounds like a car commercial from like 2005. Maybe that's just where I'm from, but like every fucking day you'd get a Hyundai commercial and it was like Sunday, Hyundai. And it's like, oh my God, what does this mean? Like, should I buy one of those cars on Sunday specifically? I don't know. But if y'all are from like Northeast Ohio, like at least there's that. At least there's that. You might know that from this area, but maybe I'm the only person who's ever experienced that. Possibly. Oh man, Extron, we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that in 1 second because I have some thoughts. Sarah Campbell has thrown $2 Canadian in there too. Sarah, once again, just the MVP of the stream. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. For the Get Jake a Wired Mouse Fund. I really appreciate that, Sarah. Thank you. You're the best, Sarah. You're already the MVP of the stream. I just really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. One day we'll have ourselves a wired mouse. It'll happen. One day. So Extron's saying, did you see what Universal Horror's been posting on his Twitter about Scream 6? I've just been seeing some stuff all over Twitter that I'm like, none of this is coming from official sources. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'll run you through my day. I wake up at 7 a.m. every morning now. It's kind of awful. It's why I got these bags under my eyes. And I'm working out now like crazy, like every morning. It's tough. But then I immediately go onto Google and I just look up Scream 6, anything Scream 6 related, and see if there's any news or whatnot. And then I see people on Twitter talking about stuff, and I'm like, I don't see where you're getting this information. I'm not necessarily saying this Universal Horror person is that person, but I'm just seeing that all over the place on Twitter. Like there's a picture that came out the other day that people are like, oh yeah, this is from the movie. This is totally it. And I'm like, no, it's not. Fun fact. I have not seen any official sources saying this is from the movie. So, but yeah, I don't know. Weird things that people like to just create things for content. I think that's unfortunate to lie to people. That's not how you build an audience. You might get a lot of people clicking on it and be like, oh my God, what is this? But you're gonna turn into what's his face, Clips Comprehend, was just straight up lying to all of us. So don't do that. Don't lie for content. Just talk about what's popular. That's, talk about what's popular. Talk about what interests you. Don't lie to people. That's not gonna build you're not gonna build an audience around that. Locked is throwing $5 in there though. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Saying, if Tara dies, I hope it's brutal and in front of Sam. Something like Cameron from Halloween Kills. Ooh, I do really like that. That's actually pretty messed up. And Cameron's death is placed at a really good point in Halloween Kills too, I think. Like right at the end there, it's this big show. That's what I really like about his death. Especially because of how much of a dick he was in that first movie. It's like, oh my God, I hate this guy. Like, you don't throw your girl's phone in nacho cheese. You don't do that. I don't appreciate that, Mr. Cameron. I don't care if you have a redemption arc. You don't deserve to live after that. So, no, I agree. If they were to do something like that to Tara, though, it would have to be a third act thing. You can't like, especially with how Scream 5 started now, you can't kill Tara or a main character, at the very start of your film now. I just feel like we're kind of expecting that. You got to do something out of left field. Do something out of left field we're not expecting. Like just a random character we've never met before killed in the opening scene. I don't know. I've seen that. We've seen that done a few times. I actually don't miss. I do miss this. I mean to say, I miss when we used to have the celebrity opening kills. I think that's awesome. I would love to see that again. Like in 1 and 2, especially. Like, 3 with Liev Schreiber. Yeah, that's a big celebrity. Sure, of course. But he was an established character and all that. I just miss what we did in Screams 1 and 2 for the opening scenes. Easily my 2 favorite opening scenes from the whole franchise. They're great. Love it. I love the idea though, Locked. Good stuff. I'm not against Jenna Ortega dying. I'm sorry. Like I know she's amazing. She's an amazing actress. Don't get me wrong, but her death would be unbelievably shocking with how much star power she has. I think a lot of people wouldn't see it coming, and there's something about that just has me intrigued. Locked, thank you so much for the $5 though. I really appreciate that. Truth Detector is saying, hey Jake, ever done a tour of the room and stuff behind you? Would be cool to see what you got there. Yeah, so I did a long time ago. It was exclusive to my Patreon supporters and all that. You can still watch it. It's still there. If you just scroll back through all that stuff, it's there somewhere. I'll have to do an updated version though, because I have like a bunch of many more masks and stuff and like new movies. So I would love to talk a little more about that at some point. Maybe I'll do an updated version at some point this year for Patreon people and all that. I don't know. I'll think about it. I definitely might do that at some point. So. Oh my God, thank you so much, Jennifer. Jennifer, I really appreciate that. Sorry I can't pronounce your name correctly, but I do really appreciate that. Thanks for the $5. Thanks for being a Killjoy cult member. Saying mouse money, great idea, Sarah. Sarah's got a lot of great ideas. She's awesome. Thank you so much, Jennifer, though. I really appreciate that too. You are also awesome, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the $5. Really appreciate that. Now, I haven't played any fun clips for y'all for any of your things. But here's my, I'll send you, I'll play a couple of these that I don't play these too often. So here's a few of my favorite clips that I don't get to play because I don't really never know when to play them. So here you go.
Why did you kill this person, Carl?
I do not kill people. That is my least favorite thing to do.
That's my least favorite thing to do. Would never do that. Love it. Love it. But Scream 666 is asking a great question. When do you think we'll get a full-length trailer? Now, listen, a couple months ago, we had people saying like, oh, Jake, the trailer's got to come out like right now. We were 4 months out at that point, like a couple of months ago, it's like 4 or 5 months out. Like we weren't getting a trailer then. I was not expecting that. We got ourselves a nice little teaser and I love it. Don't get me wrong. But now we're literally tomorrow, 2 months away. The fact that we haven't got a full trailer, now it's okay. Now we're starting to get into late territory here. Like we gotta move with that trailer at this point. I really need to see that trailer soon. I'm very excited for it. I think, honest to God, it could come out at any day now. Like, if it comes out this week, I won't be surprised. It could have came out last week. But if it comes out tomorrow, even, I would think that's not even that crazy. Usually when a trailer is about to come out, though, there's all this, like, kind of, here and there, like, stuff here and there where it's like, oh, okay. Maybe there's some hints towards it coming out, or some people get a little inside information. I'm not hearing any of that yet. So I don't know if it's coming out this week. I think it should, but no word on that yet. Maybe they're going to drop it out of nowhere soon, though. I think it's any day now, though, it'll come out, though. I mean, that's just my honest prediction, and I'm just excited for it. I'm excited. I can't wait to see everything else they got cooking up their sleeves. Get a little taste of what this movie's about, and please, no spoilers in that bad boy. Let's keep that. Let's keep that. Let's keep that chill. I'm also gonna just say this one time, and I'm not gonna say it again. Please don't use any gross words. I'm gonna have to put y'all in timeout if y'all do that. Don't be doing that. Don't be fighting in the chat or none of that. This is a safe space to talk about movies. Let's not do none of that. So I'm gonna put you in timeout if you use certain words don't like seeing. So there you go. That's your one warning. So yeah, let's just move forward though. Nate Blanche is saying, "Hi Jake, just joined. How are you?" I'm fantastic, Nate. I'm wonderful. I am an 11 out of 10 right now. So things are great. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Giga Chad Supreme is saying, or Supremo, sorry, is saying peen. Welcome to the chat, welcome to the chat, Giga Chad. Welcome. Oh my God. Okay, so what else do we got here, though? I have a few theories I want to talk about myself, but I just love hearing what you guys got to say. Some good stuff. Trailers for movies for April are already all over the place, so it's definitely time. Right, like we have a lot of April trailers right now. Tomorrow we get one, for instance, for Beau is Not Afraid. I think is it Beau is Afraid, or I can't remember. Beau. the new Ari Aster movie comes out. The trailer for it comes out tomorrow, so that has me really excited. So very exciting stuff. We got that coming out tomorrow. So just so you guys know, I'll have a video on the Scream 6. Like, I have a little Scream 6 theory, which we'll talk about here in a sec. And I also want to talk a little bit about that trailer. I don't think there's going to be much for me to talk about just based off of Ari Aster's past trailers, which is why I'm not doing a whole big video on that. So I'm going to kind of rope it into the Scream update I got for tomorrow. But yeah, that's I don't really know what else to say except for that. So going off of like the Midsommar and Hereditary trailers, they were very vague, which I appreciated. Went to those movies and was genuinely surprised by both of them. So I'm really excited for this. Beau, I think it's Beau is Not Afraid, if I remember correctly, or Beau is Afraid. Beau is afraid. Maybe he's not afraid. We're gonna have to find out. Maybe that's a spoiler from the movie. So I can't wait. Really exciting stuff. Oh, love it. Just because Jenna Ortega is the biggest star doesn't mean that she's going to survive or be behind the mask. I agree, Devontae. I don't think that should... Don't give people bulletproof. Don't give them bulletproof armor just because they're big stars. That's shocking to kill somebody like that. Drew Barrymore was a huge star at the time. Don't forget. They killed her off right at the beginning. That's crazy. Imagine how many Drew Barrymore fans were just like pissed off at that movie, you know? But it's one of the most iconic scenes in horror history. So I don't know, man. It's something I'm personally not really against. I think it could be really shocking depending on how they do it. It all depends on, execution is everything too. It could suck. It's all just comes down to how they do it in the end. Lantonio is saying, did Jake really give a warning to people? Bothers me that it just doesn't just go without saying. Yeah, no, it sucks. Some people just say nasty things, unfortunately. So, that's the internet. that's the internet. What can we do about it? But don't do that here, though. Hey, let's try to make this little corner of the internet fun and just a good time for everybody, so we can all talk about horror films and safely pitch our theories and predictions for things. That's what we're trying to do here. So keep it fun and respectful and all that. John Smith is saying, I think Friday the 13th this week we will get the full trailer. That would be awesome. That's Friday, baby. Friday the 13th. What a perfect time to drop some horror stuff. You know what else to go off of that, John Smith? We also have the new Kevin Williamson movie coming out on Friday the 13th over on Peacock called Sick. I'm actually pretty excited for it. Anything Kevin Williamson, I'm going to check out. I don't have like the highest expectations for it or anything, but I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be fun. Looks like a cool, slick little slasher film. I think it's going to be cool. I'm excited to check it out on Peacock. Another thing too is Skinamarink, which is like, I think someone said like it was like that's a song or something, but Skinamarink is this crazy horror film that comes out. It's coming to theaters on Friday, but I don't know if it's going straight to Shudder on Friday or not, but it should be coming to Shudder at some point. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure when, but I know that there's some screenings for it this upcoming weekend. Really excited for that. I cannot wait to see that one. The plot description has me so intrigued. So check that one out too. I'll be doing a review on both of those movies this upcoming weekend. I'm excited for you guys to see those bad boys. And I might have a little review for Patreon people too somewhere. I might do my Sick review for patrons. I don't know. I still haven't figured that out. I have so much to watch this week and review. It's crazy. Lots of stuff coming out this week. Lots of stuff coming out. It's awesome. It's a great week. Great week, let me tell you. What else do we got here, though? You know what? Real quickly, I'm going to talk about my little Sam theory here. So we have multiple times in the marketing, we've seen a lot of connections to Sam Carpenter now. I mean, especially in like this latest poster we've gotten, which I hope I have ready to go. There we go. Bam! Sam Carpenter's this big old massive dot, right, connecting every single timeline from the Scream universe all together into that one single point. So I really think what this is representing or foreshadowing, whatever fun little word you want to throw in front of that, I really think all roads just lead to Sam at some point in this movie. That's going to be a big part of what this movie is all about. Now, basing this off of the Christmas poster, again, that we got, once again, I think I have that ready. Bam! Look at that. In that bottom right corner, we have the Wrongly Accused musical, which, yes, is a book by Gale Weathers. I think it's going to be a little more than that, though. I think it's not only going to be based off of that book, but I also feel like it's going to be a running theme in this movie that maybe Sam Carpenter has wrongly been accused by outside forces, like crazy conspiracy nuts, that maybe she was the one also involved with the Ghostface killings this time around. Don't forget, like, in Scream 4, a big theme in Scream 4 is that like the internet is kind of this new thing, and we have I literally always forget this one character's name. I can tell you every other character in Scream 4, but the dude who's filming everything, I always forget his name. He's kind of talking about the internet like it's a brand new thing. Like it's a new thing that like the kids are hopping on and all that. And I think it's really interesting to think about that. Scream 5 is the first Ghostface killings where, Twitter is much more widespread and all that. People were on Twitter in 2007 and 2011. Yeah, okay. You got me there. But I think the internet's a much bigger thing now in 2021 versus 2011, just in my opinion. Robbie, yeah, thank you, Chad. I literally always forget his name. Like I know Trevor, I know Jill, I know Sydney, I know all these I don't know all these cats, all these cool people, but Robbie I just always forget. Thank you, Gabriel and Jaden and NoWalk420. Thank you. You guys got my bag. But I just think it would be kind of cool if we played on that a little more here now. So like this is going to be publicized, right? The events of Scream 5 probably leading into the events of Scream 6. I think it would be kind of interesting if we now had people who are starting to theorize about it and say like, oh, well, the Sam Carpenter character was dating that Richie. What if she was involved with it? People who just don't have that much of an insight on the situation forming their own opinions. And I think that would actually be kind of an interesting little background commentary detail to play around with here in Scream 6. Her maybe being wrongly accused by like the general public. Like there's like this subset of people who think that maybe she was involved with the killings and got away with it scot-free. That would be a really funny thing to play around with in this new movie, I think so. And Denisha, you're right. The mods do have my back, and I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much, Denisha. Thank you. I think that would be something fun to play around with here, and it could also lead into a whole theory I have about the killer's motive this time around. What if the killer just genuinely thinks that Sam was behind the killings in the last film, even though they have no logical evidence to support that? We have a lot of people, unfortunately, who are basing a lot of their time and efforts on things that they don't really have any logical evidence to go off of. So I think that would kind of be a fun little piece of commentary to play around with in this movie. This franchise is no stranger to commentary of any sense. So I would personally, I'd be down for that. I think that would be kind of fun. Yeah, so just a heads up, yeah, that new image from Scream 6 is fan made. I saw a lot of people tweeting about it, and I'm like, this just isn't from the movie. So yeah, no, that is that was fan made. As you guys know, I don't really. I used to listen. I'll be honest. I used to make videos kind of talking about this stuff, and I'm just like, this is pointless. I'm not gonna make a whole video talking about a big misunderstanding. So I'm not really gonna hit on that personally. I'm not gonna make a video on that, but it's a cool picture. I'll say that it's a cool picture, but it's not from the movie. Which honestly, I see that, that's upsetting. It's a cool picture. It has raises a lot of questions. I almost wish it was. I almost wish it was from the movie. That would be cool, but I don't know. We're not gonna get into it though. Not a real picture. So Locked is saying they could say that Richie was the Stu to her Billy. There you go. And that she got Richie to groom a much younger Amber so that she could easily frame them and get away with it. So would explain the connection to Stu. There you go. See, wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be awesome. I'm actually all about that. That would be sick. So yes, Locked. I like that. It would be crazy to I just think in this new, we're in a different day and age than 2011 too. So I think people would respond to the news that the Ghostface killings are happening again a little differently than how they did in 2011. Something that I hope that this movie does. I don't think it will do this. This might be out of the ballpark for Scream 6, but I hope that they play around with what was the aftermath of Scream 4? What happened after all of that? Because as I like to bring up a lot, the last thing we see from Scream 4 is just this reporter kind of talking about how oh yeah, Jill Roberts saved the day from the Ghostface killer. Oh, what a hero, what an American hero she is. I'm just spitballing here, but I just think that's so interesting. To me, that's so interesting. I would love to see them kind of play off of the aftermath of that. What was Kirby doing during all of this? Was Kirby just laying in a hospital bed somewhere? Did she play some kind of part in stopping Jill at the end? Maybe. There's a lot of fun things I think that they could do with Kirby's backstory, how she got here, and how she survived the events of Scream 4. So I'm not against seeing that in the flashback, especially if it serves the story for Scream 6, but at the same time, just as a Scream fan, I would just love to know. I would just love to know what's happening with all that. Hollywood Guy is throwing $5 in there too. I really appreciate the $5, man. Thank you. Saying, Jake, 3 things you want to see in Scream 6 and 3 things you don't want to see. Ooh, a big heavy order here, Hollywood Guy, but I got you. So 3 things I want to see. Well, I definitely, me personally, I really want to see some crazy kills. I want to see something I haven't seen before in this franchise, especially with environmental kills. We're in New York City, everybody. Come on, give us something crazy. I want to see chase scenes in the style of Kevin Williamson's typical kind of how he likes to write chases. I love that. I love me a good chase scene in these movies too. And with this being a totally different setting, you have potential to do chases through some places we never were able to really do that before. So I am personally really, really down for that. I think, and also going back to Scream 3, I really enjoy the setting of that movie. That's maybe one of my favorite aspects of that entire film is just running around Hollywood, running away from Ghostface. It's almost like it had to be set there. It's almost like the third entry in that film had to go there. And I think it's perfect for that reason. So, I don't know. I love that aspect of it too. I love that we're in a crazy new setting in New York City. This is awesome. So yes, that's probably my second thing. Number 3, that's really tough. A big thing I want to see is them to break the mold in a way that just would be really satisfying for fans. Like, give us a Ghostface who wins at the end of a film or something. Like, give us something we haven't seen. Just a big thing I want from Scream 6, which I don't even think is that heavy of an order. And that was my big thing about doing Red Right Hand. I really think we can do things that are out of the ballpark and still be successful. I just want to see something that breaks the mold. There's a tried and true formula. Yeah, I'll give you that. It is, and it works very well. But I want to see them just take a risk and do something a little differently in a Scream movie. If it's making the ending different, having a Ghostface win, having all the characters die. I don't think they'll go that far. But just something where I'm like, okay, I haven't seen this before. This is cool. Bring back some of the fun Scream staples from the past that we were missing in the last film, while also doing something different with it as well. So I don't think that's an impossible task. 3 things I don't want to see. I don't want to see somebody's relative become the killer. I will walk out of the theater. That's number 1 on my list. Please don't have Loomis be the killer again. Oh my God, no. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't want to see Gale die. I really don't want to see Gale die. Gale is their one connection now to the past, and I kind of love that. I really love Gale as a character too. I don't want to see her die. I think we did the whole killing a legacy killer. Words are hard. We did the whole killing a legacy character thing in the last film, and it was really shocking. It was awesome. You're not gonna fool me twice though with that. I don't think there's no point in doing it again at this point. We did it in the last film. It was, in my opinion, it was crazy. It was super shocking. It was awesome. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss old Dewey, but at the same time, I think it was really shocking and a really big surprise, so I liked that. Jaden makes a great point here. No more boyfriend love interest killers. I agree. It is overdone. Actually, you know what? I'm putting that on my list. I like that so much. I don't want to see Josh Segura if him and Sam are kind of bumping uglies, as the kids say these days. Don't do that. don't do none of that. Don't be doing none of that. So, yeah, no, those are my 3 and 3. My 3 and 3. I like it. Vision of nature. I like it. Saying Joel the cameraman and Sydney's dad are behind everything. I would love to see Joel come back. I'll tell you that. I would love to see Joel come back as a character, just hanging out. I don't know. Maybe he's just vibing. What is Joel up to? I would love to know. I think he's a great character. I've always really liked Joel. Locked is throwing $5 in there too. Once again, everybody, thank you so much for the super chats. I really do appreciate it. Locked is saying, what if Kirby never believed Jill was a killer? Could explain why she's an FBI agent and make her an antagonist, but not a Ghostface. That's actually okay. There's something to that. I actually kind of think that's interesting. Kirby's whole like reference point to Scream 4 is a little obscured because she didn't see how everything played out. She might not have even known that Jill was the killer until like days afterwards, or maybe even like a month later. Maybe she went into she could have gone into like a coma or something. You know what I mean? Like she could have that was a serious wound she took at the end of that movie. Who knows how long she was out, or how she made it to the hospital or whatnot. Maybe her whole view on it could be something a little different. So that's actually a really good point about her character. I think there's so much that they can do with bringing Kirby back. That's why I see a lot of people who are against it and just against the idea. Don't bring dead characters back. I sympathize with it, but at the same time, bringing back Kirby is a really interesting choice because you can do so much with it. That's why I'm totally for it. I just think it's so fascinating to me. It's like Kirby has this whole other perspective on Scream 4 we have yet to see. And that fascinates me. How did Kirby survive that? I want to know. I hope this movie answers it. That would be something really fun for them to kind of explain. So I would be interested in that, Locked, for sure. Thank you so much for the $5 though. I really appreciate that. Now, I do want to talk about that other aspect though. Could that make Kirby suspicious for being a killer? I think there's a way to write that to make her a red herring for sure, and that's once again just another thing you can incorporate into it. Not necessarily making her the killer herself, but making her suspicious, like how we did with like Judy Hicks, for instance, in Scream 4. She's suspicious because she kind of comes off as a little abrasive towards some of the characters. She's kind of trying to hit on old Dewdrop there when he's a made man. Him and Gale got a whole little thing going on. So why is she doing that? Villains do that kind of thing, not good guys. So it makes you think twice about old Judy. So if they were to do something like that, where maybe she's kind of defending Jill in a weird way, and you're like, why are you defending Jill, Kirby? Well, she was my friend, what's up with that? Ooh, suspicious. If this was Among Us, we'd hear that little, that whole sound. That would play right there. It would be so corny and kind of cringeworthy if they actually did that in the movie, but it would happen in my mind. And that's a little embarrassing. Anyways, let's move forward past this. Liliana Lopez is throwing $2 in there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that a whole lot. All the love to you. All the love to you all. Thank you. Thank you for all being here. So Mr. Z is saying, so far I heard some rumors that Kirby, Sam, and Chad are the Ghostface, but I think it isn't true. Mr. Z, that would be wild. That would be wild if something like that happened. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. Kirby, Sam, and Chad, like what? That would be wild. I don't know, Mr. Z. They'd have to do a lot of explaining. They'd have to do a lot of explaining to make all that work, in my opinion. Liliana Lopez, another $2. Thank you. Runtime of the Scream film. What's the runtime going to be? So I've heard a few. I believe this is public knowledge at this point. I believe it's going to be I want to say it's like an hour 45, close to that, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe even longer than that. I know it's going to be kind of close to 2 hours, but not exactly. So, but thank you for the $2. I do really appreciate that. It's gonna be a good full length Scream film, which I'm excited. So I'm excited for that. That Sounded Scary is here. I really do appreciate this person, by the way, who sent me this in the mail. Thank you. Do appreciate that. This is awesome. It's gonna live on my set forever. I don't know what I want to name him yet, though. I don't know. Should I name him? I don't even know. I'll let the chat name him. What should we name him? What should we name this cute little fella? Look at him go. Look at him go. I like him. Thank you so much for that, though, man. I really appreciate that. It's going to live on my set forever. It'll be awesome. We'll give him a name here in a bit. 118 minutes. Thank you so much, everybody. Couldn't remember off the top of my head, but y'all are the best. John Smith is also throwing $2 in there, saying predictions on the Scream 6 box office 2 months from now. Oh, actually, this is something that, this is something we got to talk about. This is something, I've been seeing some people all over the place saying that this movie's going to bomb. I strongly, with every fiber of my being, disagree with that. This movie is going to make as much money as Scream 5, if not more, in my opinion. It at least crosses the 100 million mark, I think, without a doubt. Scream 6 is going to make a lot of money. Opening weekend, I bet it makes some good money. And here's the big reason why. You don't have you don't have your Sidney Prescott. And obviously that's really upsetting for a lot of fans. It upsets me too. I think the whole situation behind it fucking sucks. But a lot of people who are saying they're going to boycott the film are going to go see it, not only because they're big fans of the franchise, but also just because they want to see if this thing's going to work without Sidney or not. The curiosity is going to drive them to the theaters for a lot of people. If anything, with all of the silver lining behind the whole Neve Campbell situation is that it's definitely a lot of publicity for this movie. It has people talking about it, and that is just going to drive people to the theaters, no matter what. So I think positive news, negative news, anything is going to drive people to the theaters as long as they're talking about it. So I genuinely think Scream 6 could make just as much or even more than Scream 5. And I don't know, maybe that's a hot take, but I genuinely think this is going to make a lot of money. A lot of people are talking about it too. I mean, I have way more people on the page talking about Scream 6 now than I did for Scream 5. I don't know. I'm all basing this just off of what I see people talking about. I see people talking about this movie every single day too. I don't see people talking about let's say Infinity Pool coming out in a couple weeks, which I'm personally very excited for. I don't see people talking about that every single day. I see people talking about Scream 6 every single day though. So I don't know. This is going to make a lot of money in my opinion, John. Thanks for the $2 though. I do appreciate that. And you know what? That sounded scary. We're Mr. Scare Knees. I'll call him that just for you, my friend. Mr. Scare Knees. He's got some scary knees on this guy. I love it. And Sarah's saying that little Ghostface is so cute. Kyle's the best. All the love. All the love. Y'all are the best. All right, what else do we got? What else do we got? Yeah, Devontae is Creed 3 and John Wick 4. Dude, listen, I'm really excited for Creed 3. I am really excited for that. But I am maybe the biggest John Wick fan on the planet. I fucking love those movies. Those are the most ridiculous, fun action films ever made, in my opinion. I am counting the seconds until John Wick 4 comes out. I cannot wait for that movie. Oh my God. The first three, I don't know. In my opinion, first three John Wick movies are like just 10 out of 10. So much fun. Ridiculous. So over the top. So ridiculous. And I've never seen a franchise build the way that John Wick does. Like, John Wick went from this crazy little whatever, like, action film that's a lot of fun. I love the first one, but then it just keeps building with every movie. Every movie kind of builds the world out even more. And I especially love 3, how it does the world building. Oh, man. All right, Brandon, what's going on here, Brandon? Brandon's saying, Wes Craven is dumb. Kirby was bleeding for the longest time between the house battle and when the ambulance came, and the last we hear of her, Jill tells Dewey she died at the end. Well, Brandon, unfortunately, my friend, you are not in charge of the franchise. We have Kevin Williamson and the Radio Silence people and all the writers. Kirby's back, so I don't know what to tell you, my friend. It might be a decision you might be against, but yeah, it's happening. I don't know what to tell you, my dude. But we do have Kirby coming back for this new one. I'm honestly excited. I'm pretty pumped for it. I'm excited to see what they do with Kirby. I think it's gonna be. I'm really fascinated by it. I think it's one of those things where I'm like, this is so interesting. I wonder what they do with it. Like, I'm more intrigued by it than. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't understand being pissed off about that, I guess. But I'm excited for it. I'm really pumped. I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be a fun time. We even have Kirby Reed here. Look at that. Look at that. Kirby Reed's even here in the chat. Holy crap. Welcome. Do you think that there's a possibility only one person could survive the movie? You know, I'll say it's a possibility. I say it's absolutely a possibility that only one person makes it out. I really think that this is going to be a dark Scream movie. Like, this is going to probably be the darkest one we've gotten so far. I'm not ruling that out, but I don't think they're actually going to kill Jenna Ortega and all them. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I'm like, they're not relying on the star power to bring people to these movies. I don't think. I think just the Scream title alone will bring people to the theaters. This is one of the biggest horror franchises ever. But at the same time, you know, a lot of people love Jenna Ortega. She's an incredible actress, and she was in like everything last year, and she's about to be in everything this year. So I really think they're not going to kill her. As much as I think that would be an awesome shock and surprise and would totally do a lot of things for Sam's character personally, I don't think they're going to do it. But I wouldn't rule it out either. It's one of those things where, you know, I was saying this for Scream 5. They're not going to kill a legacy character. That's ridiculous. These are fanboys. They won't do that. And oh, they did it. Oh, they did it. And it was brutal. It was one of the most brutal kills of the whole movie. So I don't know what to tell you. Anything's on the table with the Scream movie, and I think that's what makes them the most fun. I think that's what makes them some of the most fun movies to talk about. That's why we're dedicating a whole day every Monday to Scream Talk, baby. Scream Talk. I love it. I love it. And Noah, right before I read your comment, which I love, all the positivity there, I do want to say one big thing. On Wednesday, we're having another bracket stream, which we did a little bracket all the way back in December of last year, talking about like what was the best horror movie of 2022 with some shocking results. If you watched nothing else on this page, go watch that live stream from December talking about what was the best 2022 horror movie. It was like wild. It was tense. People were crying. It was crazy. No, I'm kidding about that last part, but go check out that stream. It was a lot of fun. We're going to do another bracket here on Wednesday talking about what is the best Scream kill. Now, I've taken 16 of them that in my opinion, these are the 16 best kills from the whole franchise, and we're going to be going through all of them, and we're going to deduce down to just one. Reduce, I mean. I said deduce, but reduce. We're going to reduce it all down to just one kill. What was the best kill in the entire franchise? I'm really excited to talk about that on Wednesday. So make sure to check that out. 7 o'clock Eastern time on Wednesday. It's going to be a real fun stream. So come on by and we'll talk a little Scream deaths. So I'm really pumped to talk. I'm really excited for that stream. That's the most exciting thing this week for me personally. The boat. The boat is Afraid trailer. Actually, I'm really excited for too. But let's talk about this. Noah Atkinson is saying maybe somewhere between 200 million and 300 million for Scream 6. Wow. Oh my God. Noah, I love it. I love shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. A great man once said that, and I can't think of his name. Fun fact. So Noah, I love it. I love it. I hope it goes to the fucking moon. Let's say that. Let's do it. Best kill of 2022. Oh yeah, without a doubt, dude. Oh, that's the best kill of 2022. I'm talking Scream franchise kill though. In the movies, what do you think is the number one? The number one death? Bobby Joe saying Olivia's death from Scream 4. That's on the list. I'll tell you what. That's definitely on there. Did you see the special features on your new Halloween Ends steelbook? So I haven't even, if you noticed in the video, it's still in its plastic. I was waiting to open it so that I could kind of talk about it in my video today. But I am going to watch the behind the scenes for it. I actually want to give it another watch. It's one of those things where I'm like, this is gonna be work watching this again, but I do want to watch it again. Halloween's one of my all-time favorite franchises, and I was just really disappointed with the latest entry, but I'm gonna give it another watch, and I just think it's so funny that my buddy got that for me. So massive shout out to Sean, by the way. I don't think Sean is here, but all the love to you, my dude. So thanks for the steelbook. I appreciate it. I am going to watch all the one thing I am going to do though, that I think is going to be fun, is watching all the behind the scenes stuff. I love everybody who was involved with that film. Like all the behind the scenes people. I think they're all amazing. So I'm really excited to see the behind the scenes for that. I watched a little bit of something on YouTube a while back. I can't even remember what it was, but I remember them talking about certain scenes from the movie. It was like David Gordon Green, Rowan Campbell, some of the other like producers, Andy Matichak, I think. And it was really interesting commentary on the movie, so I found it fascinating. AJ is saying Drew Barrymore's death. That might be my number one, honestly. It's really tough to say. Really tough to say. There's a lot of good kills in this franchise. And there's a couple that I had to put them next to each other. I try to do like if they're related in some way. For brackets, it's like, okay, this one and this one makes sense to put together as you're starting because they have this in common or whatever. So putting some of those together and knowing that one of them has to get knocked out early honestly made me pretty sad. There's one in particular I won't spoil, but let's just say Wednesday's gonna be fucking brutal. it's gonna be brutal. We're gonna have to pull some teeth for certain deaths, but yeah, no, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to put that one together. It's gonna be a fun stream this Wednesday. Hollywood guys throwing $2 in there saying, do we get an extra scene after the credits? Yes or no? If you're talking about Halloween Ends, once again, I haven't watched it yet on like the physical release of it. I am not 100% sure. If you're talking about Scream 6, duh. Yeah, after the credit scene for Scream 6. I wouldn't rule it out. They've technically never really done that in this franchise before, but you know, once again, this is the movie to do some new things. So this is the movie to do new things with the franchise. So I wouldn't rule it out. I'm not ruling anything that crazy out, I guess, is my point. Especially with this one, you already have the vibe that it's going to be something different. It's going to be something we haven't seen before in the franchise, for better or for worse, depending on your taste. So I do think that this one is going to be different, and maybe we do an after the credits scene that kind of leads into 7. I'm not against that personally. I think that would be a lot of fun. But Hollywood guy, thank you so much for the $2. I do really appreciate it. Thank you. Ghostface during Dewey's death was awesome. That's on the list for sure. I think I put Randy's death on the list, right? Yeah, Randy is on the list as well because it caught everybody. Yeah, that's why I put it on the list. You know, it's not like the craziest kill or anything, but it's a shocking one. So that's why it makes it on the list. Olivia's death, yes, absolutely. Olivia's death is absolutely on there without question. So here's one I want to ask you all about. I'm curious what y'all think. Tatum Riley's on there too. I got you, Zoe. I got you. Absolutely, that one's making the list. So I put Rebecca Walters on there, and I'm curious what you guys think about that. Do you think Rebecca's death makes like the top 16 or no? Like, how do we feel about that? I'm curious how you guys think about that. I have it on there right now, but I'm on the fence. I have Sarah Darling on there too, which I'm like on the fence about as well. Those are the two where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. I might replace them out with something else. I also tried not to do Ghostface deaths unless they were ones that were just unbelievably significant. Like Stu's death had to make it on there. Sorry, Stu Train fans, but I mean, that's just a really cool kill, so I had to put that on there. How do you guys feel about that? Alonzo, that is, oh my God, what is that actress's name? I can't think of her name, but she's in Scream 4. What the hell? What is her name? I always forget. This is another actress where I just always forget her name. Just straight up. Alison Brie. Right. I knew the first name. Rebecca Walters from Scream 4. That whole death. How do you guys feel about that one? Does that make the top 16 or no? Because I'm still on the fence about that. Still on the fence. Just wanted to know what you guys thought about that. Nah, I forgot about her. She was rude anyways. She was rude. I'll give you that. Alison Brie is super hot. All right, not what I was asking, but okay. Extron is saying, Jake, I remember seeing some fans saying Scream 6 is ripping off Jason Takes Manhattan for being in New York, even though Jason was on a boat for half that movie. Scream has the potential to do Friday the 13th even better here, is what I say. Let's do it, Extron. Darth is saying, I got to bounce. Thank you, sir. Deuces. Hashtag not on the stew train. Darth, thank you for being here. I do really appreciate it. Peace out. Thanks for being here, though. The mom from Scream 4. Oh, man. Oh, you're right. Oh, that's not on. Okay. I'm going to have to revise this. Oh, man. See, this is why I ask, because then I get reminded of things that are like, ooh, that's a good one. That's a really upsetting one, too. Her death was cool. I just hate her character. I agree, but her death was pretty cool. That's why I have it on the list. Man, I might put that one over Sarah Darling's death too. That death is upsetting in my opinion. I don't know, because Rebecca's death was so predictable of her going, okay, that's fair, going into the garage, but her getting thrown off the building definitely caught me off guard. That's why I like it so much. I also feel like, who did I put? I put her death with someone else. Oh, I put her up against Cece Cooper. Spoiler alert, I guess. But I put hers next to, against Cece Cooper's because they both get thrown off of something, and I'm like, oh, okay, that works. But I'm on the fence about it because I'm like, there might be a better kill I'm missing out on. And now I'm thinking about the mom. Now I'm thinking about the mom from Scream 4 because I'm like, that's fucking brutal, man. Oh. Hey, Jake, just tuning in. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying talking a little bit about Scream. Scream 6, we're talking about deaths right now because we got ourselves a big old fun live stream coming up this Wednesday. Join us at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on Wednesday. It's going to be fun. Radioactive Cosmic Rays is throwing $5 in there. I love that name. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. How much screen time of Ghostfaces are you expecting in Scream 6? I hope we get more scenes from Ghostface POV in costume. I agree with that. I do really want to see more Ghostface running around. We got a little bit of that in the last movie, but I want to let's base it off of that picture we got just very recently. Like, look how badass that is. Like, that's fucking awesome. I want more shots like this in Scream 6, and we're already seeing the proof there. We're already seeing it right there. Look at this. Look at this. I like that poster. That's a good one. And especially, the biggest thing I love about Ghostface this time around is we're getting ourselves a new mask. Confirmed, baby. Let's go. I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff to be excited about with this movie, but I do agree with you here. I do think we'll get radioactive cosmic rays. I do think we will absolutely be getting more shots of Ghostface running around in costume. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to result in more, if that's because of more chase scenes or if we're just getting cool shots. I hope it's because we're getting some good ass chase scenes and we're seeing Ghostface chase somebody. That's what I'm hoping for. But it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I do hope we get back to that. That would be cool. That would be badass. That would be awesome. So I do agree with you there. I do think we will get a lot more screen time than we did in Scream 5. I will say that. I will say that for sure. Will we get it in chase scenes though, like how I'm hoping for? Not 100% sure yet. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, baby. A fan can hope. A fan can wish and hope and pray and all that. Radioactive Cosmic Rays, I really appreciate the $5. Thank you. Thank you. Carrie was saying Rebecca's death, loved her death. Nice. I do too. Okay, so what else are we saying? What about the cut? Okay, so I don't have them on the lists. But John, that's a really good recommend. I'm not going to lie. I wrote that one down. About the cops from Scream 4. I was on the fence about it. I don't think I'm putting it on the list, but it's one of those, like, it's going to be a consideration thing. It's going to be one of those where I'm not 100% sure yet, but but maybe, but maybe John. Judy, so Wes and Judy, I put them as like a slash, like Wes and Judy Hicks death, like that whole sequence is one thing. In my opinion, that's an easy like top 10 from the whole franchise. I really like that. So what else do you guys have? I'm looking forward to that video on Wednesday, Jake. Yes, it's gonna be a fun stream. I'm really excited. Let's stay live just in case we miss something. Tatum is probably 1 to 2. Tatum's definitely up there. She's definitely gonna make it far, I think. So that's gonna be it. This is gonna be a good discussion. I'm really excited to see what other people have to say. We're already getting a taste of that in this stream. Ooh, fun stuff. Okay, what else do we got here? Kate Roberts' death was nothing. She got stabbed through the mail slot. It's the implication, though. It's kind of the implication about her death that's really scary to me. She gets killed by her daughter. Like, that's fucked up. That's really messed up in my mind. And I don't know, that to me that really adds to Jill as a character, how just evil and lemon scented she is to just go through with that for fame. Like for fame. She's doing this for essentially nothing, which is ridiculous. I don't know. That just makes me think she's such a more. It was really a big turning point on Jill as a character. I think if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be as like, oh my god, Jill's like one of my favorite killers. So I think that I do agree with you there. It's not like the craziest kill or anything, but I think it's worth noting, if that makes sense. What else do we got here? What else y'all talking about? Officer Richard's kill was so good though, Jake. It was. I'll give you that. Listen, we can only do 16 of them. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where like we got to start cutting things down on it's tough. And you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'll just tell you guys what I got so far. So my list in no particular order. I won't tell you the matchups. There we go. We'll keep that until Wednesday. But how I have it right now is Casey Becker, Tatum Riley, Tatum Riley, Stu Macher, Cece Cooper, Maureen Evans like dash Phil Stevens. So I'm counting that as one. Because it's all in the same sequence. It's an opening scene. Randy Meeks, Cotton Weary, Sarah Darling, Rebecca Walters, Olivia Morris, Jill Roberts, Liv McKenzie, Wes Hicks, Dewey Riley, Richie Kirsch, and Amber Freeman. So that's my 16 right now. But once again, that's likely to change moving into Wednesday. So I just said Wednesday. When I talk for so long, my mouth starts to go against me. It's like, no, we're not gonna say things right, Jake. We're gonna mess up on purpose. That's fun. Haha. Don't rebel against me, body. Villain Killing Dylan's throwing $5 in there, saying favorite phone. Favorite phone call. This is a good question. I haven't been asked this one before. I like Cotton's or Judy's the most. Ooh. Oh man, I gotta sit and think about this one for a minute, dude. What's my favorite phone call in the whole franchise? That's really tough. So there's a couple that like I just love that stick out in my brain. I think the Casey Becker one, just right from the get-go, fantastic, love it. It's super dark, it's super just ominous, kind of scary. Then I want to know who I'm looking at and all that. That line, it sends me, man. Scary shit. I love that. I also really like in Scream 5 the Judy phone. I think that's what you're talking about. The Judy phone call. I don't know why. It's just there's something about that. Just it's really scary. It's kind of messed up. Sheriff Judy, like it's iconic. I don't know. Roger L. Jackson was just going all out on Scream 5, man. Love it. Randy's phone call. That's a really good one. That sounded scary. Yeah, that's a good one too. I agree. I'm trying to think of a Sydney phone call that I really like though. That's the one that I'm struggling with. I'm trying to think of a Sydney one in particular. That's like, what's my favorite Sydney phone call? That's honestly one of the toughest questions I've been asked about Scream in a very long time. That I'd have to boil that down and really think about it, man. Ugh, that's a really good question, Villain Killing Dylan. I love it. Favorite phone call, dude. I'm gonna have to get back to you on this one. I have to like honestly, I'm having this like moment right now where I'm like I have to go back through the whole franchise. I gotta go back through all of it and be like, ooh, that's my favorite. That's really tough. Right now, I'm gonna go with opening scene Casey Becker because I just think that one it's a longer one too. You know, you got a lot to pull from there, opposed to like let's say the phone call when we find out, oh no, it wasn't Billy Loomis. You know, in the original Scream 1 where Sidney gets that phone call. That's another good one, I think. You know what? Actually, okay, favorite Sidney Prescott phone call. I'll give you this for right now. It's Scream 1 when she's like at her house and Stu's hiding in the closet the whole time and she goes outside and she's like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I love that. Oh, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 performance right there. That's why I love Neve Campbell, honestly. I fell in love with that movie when I saw that scene. I'm like, she's an awesome final girl. This is a great performance. Oh my God. Love that scene, actually. That's a big turning point for that movie for me personally. So Villain Killing Dylan, thanks for the $5 and thanks for the great question. Holy crap. That really stumped me, man. I was like, dude, I don't even know. That's crazy. Love it though. Good question. Spin King, the Spin King Entertainment. I don't know why I said it that way. It's throwing $5 in there as well. Dude, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Saying, if we get a Maureen Prescott series on Netflix, what would be your reaction? By the way, this is Caleb. What's up, Caleb? What's up? Thanks for being here. I really appreciate that. And thanks for the $5. So Maureen Prescott series on Netflix. Let's say they do this. Let's say they do a whole series kind of giving us that backstory year before the event of the original Scream. Billy Loomis and Stu are killing Sidney's mom and all that. So if we do this, it's one of those things where if you do it, you got to show me a new angle to it I haven't seen before. Because if you're just going to play out the events we've already had explained to us, I don't know if I'm interested in that series. Personally, I would be totally interested in a series that kind of sets up some new things about Billy and Stu's relationship, because I think it's one of the most fascinating dynamics in this entire franchise. So if they were to do that and focus a whole like 8-episode little Disney Plus-esque series on it, I'm totally down. I think that would be a lot of fun. And something a lot of Scream fans would be able to dig into and find little details about. It's one of those things where I just think it would be tough to make. You'd have to get Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich back and de-age them somehow. It would just be a really tough thing to do, in my opinion. But if it could be done, then yes, I would love this. This would be awesome. Show me some things about Billy and Stu that we don't know. You know, I mean, I think there's such interesting characters and we don't know that much about them. There's things in Scream 1, like that thing written on the board at Stu's house where it's like, sorry we forgot your birthday, you know, and all that. Go into that. Give me, what was Stu's relationship like with his parents? What was Billy's relationship like with his mom and all that? Show me some of that, which can play into setting up things that happen in the past movies. That could be fun. The best prequels do that kind of stuff, in my opinion. So that's what I would want. That would be my immediate like first thought about it, I think. But I'm down for it personally, Caleb. If they do it right, hell yeah, all the power to it. Dude, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. Y'all are the best. So thank you. Yes, this is okay, here's another reason why that's my favorite phone call. This shit right here. Like, it's a big turning point. You're like, oh, fuck, this is the same dude? What the fuck? If you hang up on me, you'll die just like your mother. It's like, oh, no, this ain't Randy. This ain't Randy pranking you, Sidney. Oh, my God. Some great lines during that phone call. Very underrated scene in that original movie, for sure. Sarah Campbell's throwing another $2 in there. Sarah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Saying, I like the second call Sidney gets at Tatum's. Ooh. Yeah, well, okay, yeah, I like that one too, where it's like, yeah, that's the Billy, that's the reveal, that's the reveal that it's not Billy. Yeah, no, I agree. I like that one too. I think that it's really shocking because you're like, oh shit, we know nothing. We're back at square one. We thought we had something figured out. No, we're back at square one. If you don't know the twist, of course. So I actually really like that. I agree with that, Sarah. I really like that scene too. A lot of great phone calls in that original movie for sure. That's some of the best ones are right there. Oh, you know what else is a really good one? Oh, dude, and see, now you got my brain working. Moving into this, I love the Kirby Reed and like Jill Roberts phone call that we get that leads up to Olivia's death. I love that phone call. That's in my top 10 for sure, I think. Sarah, thank you so much for the $2 though. I really appreciate that. That's a good phone call. It's a really good one. I could do a whole list on that. Like I could do a whole video just talking about my favorite phone calls from these movies. Wow. I don't know. It's just fascinating. Love it. Alonzo C is throwing $2 in there too. Thank you so much, Alonzo. Saying Loomis saga after the Prescott saga, then maybe Meeks. Oh, okay. I see where you're going with that. Kind of like doing all the trilogies are focused on different things, different characters. Maybe we're setting up something for a little Meek spin-off or something with them being in the limelight. I like that. I'm totally down for that. I think they're strong enough characters, you know. I don't know. I personally love both of the Meeks twins. I think they could absolutely do some fun stuff in a new movie. I'd be down for that. So I don't. It's one of those things where I'm like, if they survive all these movies, yeah, sure, throw them in a little side thing where there's another Ghostface killer. I'm down for that. that could be cool. I really think they have a lot of potential as characters. I don't know them that well, though, especially after the events of the last movie. It's one of those things where it's like it's kind of tough, but I'm down. I'm very interested in seeing what they do. So, yes, absolutely, Alonzo. I love it. Thanks for the $2, man. I love all these quotes. We're getting a lot of good quotes from these movies too. I was right. I was fucking right. Yes, that's a good one too. Nice. We got this person saying we should get a prequel of how Billy and Stu planned and executed Maureen's murder. Yeah, like absolutely. That would be what the series is all about, in my opinion. It would be all about how they plan it out and all that, and seeing like how the relationships with their parents and friends are maybe dissolving a little bit. That's kind of fucked up. I think it'd be really fun to see all that from the villain's perspective, essentially. So yes. And Carrie threw a little super sticker in there. I appreciate that. It's a person going like this. Someone thinking about things, possibly horror related things. I love it. Carrie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We got some good stuff in the chat tonight. We're cooking up a good little conversation. I love it. Extron saying, go back to your comment. I got you, dog. I got you. I love Sydney's phone call in Scream 4 when Ghostface is like, you think you're still the star? I'm going to slit your eyelids in half so you don't blink when I stab you in the face. Oh, brutal. Ghostface talks. He's got some big talk on him, but sometimes he just stabs people, you know? So I want to see the guy. I want to see the guy do some of this shit. This is messed up. I'm kidding though. I love a lot of the phone calls in these movies. And you know what? Going back and watching Black Christmas, which Kevin Williamson I think has cited a couple of times for being an inspiration for Scream, the phone calls in that movie are so shocking. They're so like, oh my God, this is so vulgar and awful. And as the movie continues, they get creepier and creepier and creepier. Go back and watch that Black Christmas 1974 if you guys have not yet. The phone calls, you can see clear inspiration that would influence movies like Scream. There's other aspects of it too that feel like they inspire like Halloween, Friday the 13th. I love it. I love how horror is constantly inspiring yet another thing that happens in the future. It's great. It's great. It's a great little genre. It's crazy. I like horror movies. What? Who would guess that? Who would guess that after spending almost 4 years working on a horror channel? Who would guess that? Diamond Rattler saying not my favorite Scream movie, but it has my favorite Ghostface call. When the girl in the costume department the girl is in the costume department and Ghostface says Sarah gets skewered like an effing pig. That's probably my favorite sequence from that movie, though. I got to be honest. That's once again, that's why I put it on my top 16. I love the sequence itself. The phone call, the kill, I mean, is just okay. But I think the setup to it is really cool. And Ghostface stepping out of the costumes and all that, that's fucking awesome. Oh, I love that. it's creepy shit. Oh, the horror den is saying, thinking about it, Rebecca's call was iconic too. That was good. It was in the garage. I like that parking garage and all that. Someone was saying earlier it was a little predictable, which I mean, I think we knew she was going to die. We knew it was going to be a setup for a kill. But I still like it. I think it's still shocking. You're not expecting her to die in the way she does die, I think is the big thing. And there's some good tension building too with the phone call, especially. So I don't know. There's a lot of good things going on in that scene, in my opinion. Honestly, if Amber was smart, she should have shot Mindy and Tara after fighting Tara in the living room with Mindy on the ground. Something tells me she wanted them to survive. Gabriel, here's what I'll say. You know, I wouldn't want the Ghostface killers to be smart because then they would win. You know what I mean? I think the best part about the Ghostface killers is that a lot of them are very dumb. Got to get me some water. I think a lot of them are very dumb and misguided, and I think that's why they are driven to insanity and they start killing everybody. That's what makes them so fun. I see a lot of people who say things like, oh man, the killers are so dumb in these movies. Like that sucks. But at the same time, I don't think things would happen the way that they do if they weren't so dumb. Because you're right. Like in that situation, if Amber didn't want the to be a little more dramatic with her reveal and all that, she would have just killed everybody in the room, of course. So I don't know. Me personally, it's one of those things where I get it. It's okay for me personally, because then we still get another 10 minutes of movie. Otherwise, we wouldn't. So I don't know. All right, y'all. Well, your boy's gonna peace out because I gotta start. I gotta take care of a few things tonight, and I want to get some sleep at some point. I woke up very early this morning, but I absolutely loved talking with y'all. That was awesome. And Sarah's saying, for a little friendly reminder, please no spoilers, no spam, and please be respectful. Don't bring that here. You know, this is a place where we all like to just be ourselves and express ourselves without massive, crazy, nasty criticism or anything. So let's just keep it that way. Let's be respectful to one another. But I do love talking with all you guys. Y'all are the best. Thanks for all the fun theories tonight. Thanks for the great questions. Holy crap. You guys are the best. Thanks for all the support tonight too. Really appreciate you guys. All the love to you all. I will have another video out tomorrow. And like I said, join us on Wednesday for a very fun Scream stream. It's going to be a really good time. So all the love to you guys. Good night and peace out. Don't forget